The road cut through empty fields toward the abandoned village no one liked to mention. The old sign at the entrance was faded, the name almost erased by time. I came for content, chasing rumors about a maniac hiding among deserted houses. As I reached the first home, my car engine suddenly died. Fog rolled between the buildings, swallowing them whole. My phone showed no signal. The silence felt unnatural. No dogs, no wind, not even insects. The windows of the houses stared at me like hollow eyes. I turned on my camera and tried to sound confident for my viewers. My voice echoed strangely. Somewhere down the street, a door creaked open on its own. I walked carefully, stepping over broken boards and rusted tools. One house had its front door slightly open. Old newspapers covered the floor, dated 10 years back. Inside, the air smelled damp and stale. On the table stood a cup with dark, dried stains. It looked recently placed, not forgotten. The camera crackled softly as it recorded. In the hallway, I noticed fresh footprints in the dust. They led toward the back door. I touched one. The dust had barely settled. Someone had been here very recently. Behind me, a low, raspy chuckle broke the silence. I spun around. Nothing. But in the window's reflection, a shadow darted behind the neighboring house. I rushed outside and saw a barn door slowly closing. My pulse pounded in my ears. I approached and pushed it open. Inside was darkness and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. My camera light revealed hanging ropes and old tools. On the floor lay neatly stacked newspapers with articles about missing people. A map hung on the wall, villages circled in red ink. Every mark led here. Something clicked behind me. The barn door slammed shut. I ran toward it, but it wouldn't budge. Slow footsteps echoed in the dark. My camera slipped from my hands, but kept recording. Heavy boots stepped into the light. Above them, dark clothes and a mask hiding a face. He didn't rush. He tilted his head, studying me. In his hand, metal caught the light. I rammed the door with my shoulder. Wood cracked. He took another step forward. I could hear his breathing through the mask, slow and controlled. The door finally gave way, and I bolted into the street. I ran between houses, stumbling over debris. Behind me came steady footsteps. He wasn't running. He didn't need to. I hid inside an abandoned school, pressing myself against a classroom wall. The hallway stretched long and silent. The chalkboard was covered with tally marks, counting something unknown. At the far end, he appeared. He dragged his hand along the wall, leaving a dark streak. I held my breath, afraid even to blink. A floorboard creaked under my foot. His head snapped toward me. Even behind the mask, I felt his gaze lock on. He quickened his pace. I dashed down the stairs into the basement. The door slammed shut above as he followed. Old desks and cabinets filled the basement. I crouched behind one, trying to quiet my breathing. His steps became slower, deliberate. He was enjoying this. A faint beam of light swept across the walls, creeping closer to where I hid. The light stopped inches from me. Silence stretched unbearably. Then a heavy cabinet crashed down beside me. I jumped up and sprinted toward a small window near the ceiling. Behind me echoed a low laugh. I crawled through the broken window, cutting my hands on glass. The night air hit my lungs. My car stood exactly where I left it. I jumped inside and turned the key. The engine started instantly. In the rear-view mirror, he stood in the middle of the road. I sped away without looking back. Once I had signal, I uploaded the footage. Watching it later, my blood ran cold. In most shots, I was running alone, no figure behind me. Only in the final frame, as I drove away, a shape slowly rose from the back seat.